Brothers and sisters in the fight, when the Lord led me to march around Jericho, He didn't tell me to swing the sword or storm the gates on the first day. He said, march, just one circle, then go home. Day after day, the same routine. No shout, no glory, no walls falling, only footsteps, small steps, and that is where victory begins. Small steps are better than big leaps because big leaps depend on emotion, but small steps depend on discipline. When we leap, we often stumble, but when we step, one deliberate stride at a time, we build a path strong enough to carry the weight of our purpose. The warriors who endure are not those who rush the battlefield once, but those who train every day in the unseen hours, sharpening their swords when no one's watching. Remember this, 1% better every day beats 100% once. Anyone can rise up for a moment of passion, but few can rise up again tomorrow. And that's where true power is forged. Compound growth changes everything. It's the law of the harvest. You sow a seed, water it, protect it, and over time, what seemed small becomes mighty. Faith is like that. Strength is like that. Victory is like that. Tiny daily wins reshape your future. Every prayer, every rep, every act of obedience is a brick laid upon the last. And brick by brick, you build the fortress of your destiny. So don't despise the small things. The walls of Jericho didn't fall in one mighty blow. They fell after days of faithful marching. Consistency defeated what intensity could not. Consistency is greater than intensity, because intensity is a spark, but consistency is a flame. Daily wins last longer than bursts of energy, and in the kingdom of God, the steady soul always conquers the restless one. Every day you choose to move forward, when you could have stayed still, you're winning a war no one sees. Each small step crushes resistance. Each simple yes to God when you feel like saying no is a sword swung against your enemy. Tiny wins create massive change over time. One victory in the mind becomes strength in the heart. One habit of prayer becomes a lifestyle of power. One act of obedience becomes a legacy of faith. You might not notice the change today, but heaven does. I've learned this on the battlefield. Big change always starts small. Before we crossed the Jordan, we had to step into it first. Before we conquered the land, we had to believe it was ours. And before we saw victory, we had to walk like it was coming. Don't wait for the big leap, soldier. Take the small step right in front of you. Do the ordinary with extraordinary faith. Ordinary days create extraordinary results because success hides in routine. It's not the days that look glorious that build you. It's the days that feel mundane, the early mornings, the quiet prayers, the small acts of faithfulness. You think it's just another day, but every ordinary day is a victory disguised. Every repetition in your journey is heaven's way of training you for something greater. Every time you choose progress over comfort, you're building spiritual muscle. So hear me well. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Don't wait for the big moment. Start now. Step now. March now. Because the same God who brought down Jericho's walls through small steps will bring down your walls through faithful ones. The enemy wants you to believe your daily efforts don't matter. He wants you to despise your progress because it's slow. But God says, be strong and courageous, not because the battle will be quick, but because your victory is certain. Every rep is a brick. Every prayer is a seed. Every act of obedience is a sword in your hand. And one day, you'll look back and realize the small steps you thought were insignificant were actually your march around Jericho. So rise up, warrior. Take today's step, and tomorrow's, and the next. Because victory doesn't come by leaping into glory. It comes by walking faithfully toward it. Brick by brick, step by step, faith by faith. That's how walls fall. That's how warriors win. That's how your future is built. Now march.